Hello everyone. I want to take a few moments to share with you a little video on filleting fish. Most of you who watch my bass fishing videos, you know by now that 95% of the bass I catch, I release. I'm big on catch and release. Everybody wants to catch a trophy, but nobody wants to release those smaller fish to go back and grow to be a trophy size. But occasionally I will keep 2 or 3 for the frying pan. I don't do it very often, but this is one of those rare times when I have done that. And one of the reasons I've done it is not only to eat a few, but to demonstrate how to go about filleting the fish out to be a totally boneless piece of meat. I've seen people try to scale fish and cause a huge mess and have scales flying everywhere, and you don't have to do that. You can take just about any fish that there is, bass, brim, crappie, or crappie, whichever way you prefer to call it, and fillet them where they're basically totally boneless. And you can enjoy your fish much more like that, with a greater level, especially when it comes to kids. Keeping bones from getting down their throat or something like that, you want to fillet your fish. So let's take a look at how I go about filleting the fish. All right, the first thing you want to do is the back of the fish here. You want to take and cut down right behind the gills, coming down to the belly, just like this. And you want to take, and you don't want to go for any further in that middle bone that goes all the way down the fish. You want to go to about there. Then you want to take the fish and turn it around, and you want to come right where the fins are, right here. You want to make a little incision going right down, feeling the rib cage as it comes along here with the tip of your knife until you get past that. You want to stay on this side of that bone that comes all the way down. Then you want to go all the way out to here, and you want to slice coming toward the tail, staying between the meat and that vertebra bone, I guess you would call it, that mid bone. Then you want to come back up here, and you want to stay and take the tip of your knife, separating that meat away from that rib cage. You can feel and hear the tip of the knife touching those ribs. Until you get down toward the belly area. Then there's where there's really no meat, so you just cut that right off, and it'll come to where you went out with the knife back here. I hope I'm picking this up good. All right, you've separated that from your ribs here and from this bone going down the middle. Now what you want to do is you want to flip this meat over, and you want to take your fillet knife, and I'm using a Rapala or Rapala or whatever you want to call it. It's a very good fillet knife. I've used it for many years. Wooden handle knife, stainless steel, holds an edge, very good, sharpens very easily. You want to take it and you want to slide that blade between the skin and the meat. See if we can get a better shot here. Keeping the knife between the flesh and the skin. And there you have it. A beautiful, perfect, boneless piece of meat. And then you'll go to the other side and you'll do it the exact same way. Let's lay that right over there. You'll take this, come at an angle where the gills are at there, and the gill area across the top, come in an angle right behind this fin right here. You'll go down, being careful not to cut all the way through. Then, as I said earlier, you'll take and you'll work the tip of that knife down to where you feel it not hitting bone anymore. Then you'll come all the way out. Then you'll slide it against that bone right down to the tail area. Then you'll come back and you'll start working that meat loose from the rib cage. And this is a whole lot better. I've seen people get out here and scale fish like this, and you've got a mess everywhere when you've done that. And then you got the bones to deal with. All right, let's cut it loose from the belly area. Okay. Now we're going to do that one the exact same way. Sliding it between the skin and the flesh. There you have another beautiful fillet ready for the frying pan. That's what it's all about right there. See, there's no flesh left on that skin there. Here it is right here. And you can have boneless, some of these pieces of meat that you fillet like this, you can put it between bread and eat it like a sandwich. Well, folks, I hope that's helped you understand a little bit about filleting fish. I love fishing. Can't wait. Looking forward to when I get to heaven to meet Peter and James and John, those fishermen out of the Bible, and talk with them a little bit about their fishing. You know, they were fishermen. Read the book of Matthew. They were fishermen, and of course I think they were commercial fishermen, used nets, but be interested in talking with them about how they went about catching the fish and what kind of fish they caught, and just be a great conversation with them on it. So I hope that helped you learn a little bit about fish filleting, and we'll see you on the water soon.